So here's the best gem of all, is where the name comes from. Lapis means stone in Latin. And then lazuli is where the place where it was mined, originally mined, which is apparently the name of the stone in Persian, and you can try and dig deeper into that. The name of the stone came to be associated with its color, of course. Color is spelt wrong in this article, it needs a U. The English word azur, French azur, Italian azzurro. Well, what are the common letters in all these things? It's the A and the Z and the U and the R, which screams out the number 3. Azul, same thing. All come from the name and color of lapis lazuli. Ah, that's awesome. So all these words in the Latin languages came from the name and color of lapis lazuli. So that's how famous this color and this stone was. Lazuli. It makes sense. And so the most important 2 letters are the A and the Z, which make 27, the perfect cube of 3 by Divine Ordinance. And then the other letters divided by 3, U and R, U and L. It's obvious what God is up to here, as always, and so that makes a triple of 27, lazuli, in 6 letters and 12 strokes, pure 3s. Man, I want one of these things on my desk, like, right now. Well, in fact, it is on my desk right now. And of course, azure now is the color we say in English, which comes from lapis lazuli. So this is the root of it all. This is the deep, so an azure sky divides by 3 as the color of the sky on a clear summer's day. Amazing how sovereign God is over all languages, and it's just all fitting together. The color at 210 degrees. The color, so halfway between blue and cyan. That's cool. That's awesome. Loving that. 210 degrees divides by 3. I love it. Little green light to blue light. Complementary color is orange. Wonderful. And I'm not going to say the etymology comes from lapis lazuli. That's awesome. And of course, mineral divides by 3. It's 72, a triple of triple eights. Just loaded. It's obvious. Slice it in half for 2 equal teams. Mineral. That's awesome. So that's where azure comes from. So we're getting to the root of it. We're digging. It's like mining. You're digging for the gold, and here it is. It's a stone. Word equals diamond. The color azure ultimately take its names from the intense blue mineral. I'm curious to see what we can do here. And there, intense blue. You just keep superlative. Just keep going higher and higher. Intense blue mineral divides by 3. Now altogether, intense blue mineral lapis lazuli. Now you're really high for the number 3. Now put the word the in front, and you've got the intense blue mineral lapis lazuli. Wow, really high 3s. Okay, that's the name of the game. That's how it works. That's what God has been up to all this time in world history. Lapis is the Latin word for stone, and lazuli is the genitive form of the medieval Latin. The name of the stone in Persian, it's just the place where it was mined. So this is getting into deep mystical history where we could get more gems for the Trinity. Came to be associated with its color. This is so cool. And so all the names came from this stone. You go to the root to get satisfied. The word was adopted in English from the French. So there you go. See, the French was first, which is azure, which is more glorious for 3. But God is sovereign over English, because an azure sky, which we're going to plug in right now and just, okay. So azure sky, I'm taping and holding a camera, but an azure sky, and then you can put the word an, or you can talk about the azure sky. Azure sky, it's 126, beautiful for the number 3, chain linked with 3s. And then an azure sky has all chain links as well. Or you can talk about the azure sky, that's going to maintain chain links and bookends. So you talk about the azure sky, it's a beautiful sunny day here today. You're going to see the azure sky when you walk outside. Bookends and chain links, multiples of 3 to the glory of the Trinity. Done. Man. Wow, this goes back to 1374, 1000, and you're supposed to pronounce that 1374. That divides by 3 numerically. The first recorded, remember, recorded divides by 3, use divides by 3, first equals recorded, so first recorded is a double of 72. Miracle of miracles, that equals 2 equal teams in hopscotch effect, interlace to get 2 72s, and first equals, I gotta write that down. You gotta write these things down. Well, it's recorded on video, You know, so that should I pass away today, this is going to be on the internet, recorded. First recorded equals, you know, 72, 72 in hopscotch effect, and first equals recorded. First recorded, so the first recorded use, 222, pure threes. First recorded use of it as a color name in English is in this guy's work, and you can solve the name of the work where it refers to, well that's curious, azure, a brooch, gold, and azure. Amazing. So this is him, so this is the Englishman borrowing the word from the French. You do the +1 effect there, it's easy for 63, and now you can probably knit together these three items, you know, or this whole sentence. Like you can easily, yeah, if you knit together these three words that he wrote, it divides by 3. As does this combo. This is going to blow your mind. This is the first. You go to the root to get satisfied here. So and you can solve like the name of the author here. Yeah, his first name Jeffrey divides by 3, and you can. Yeah, and then his full name is a double of the 21st prime, which glorifies the number 3. Anyways, okay, so now you can knit together these three words. I'm going extreme for you in real time, just so you can go to the level of depth that you're supposed to go to. Whole point is God is sovereign, and you're just delighting in this truth of that fact, going around and scooping up the gold like a kid at Christmas. So those three words add to 153 in a number of letters that divides by 3. This is the first use of the, and then you can solve these three words. God is sovereign, and now you know, over the development of language, so now brooch, gold, and azure. Just put these three words together, it divides by 3. Boom, beautiful. In the same number of letters, of course, just boom. 3, 156, 153. In fact, they differ by 3 points exactly. See that? Differ by 3. 153, 156. Done. That's simple. Massive gem. Now you're going to want to go and buy some jewelry that has this in it. You're going to be like, honey, we got to go here. In Russian, someone needs to crack the Russian code, by the way, are not shown, but distinguished in the way a smaller distinction exists between 0. Okay. You can dig into the chemical formula for this, like, you know, the physical elements involved in this mineral, the numbers. Aha, the use of the term is in heraldry, right, where azure represents a blue color in the system of tinctures. This is huge because heraldry is the language of royalty. It's the words that get used for coats of arms, shields, flags, we're talking royal artwork, royal graphic arts is the language of heraldry. This is very easy to solve. A herald divides by 3 and 24 and 6 letters, and then heraldries divides by 3. Okay, and then y is +1. It's like a trill on the end of this, so heraldry glorifies the Trinity. And the word azure is used. Whenever you see the color blue in heraldry, like on this shield, the most vivid blue is azure. Okay, and now we are seeing it before our very eyes. By the way, the word tincture, you know, it's the root tincture, so then tincture divides by 3. So the color blue, and the abbreviation is AZ, 27, 3 times 3 times 3. This is fascinating. Man, what, stone of Laza word, well, even Laza word divides by 3. I'm just digging up more. And of course, coat of arms equals 1, 1. So azure means blue. And you can put azure next to the word blue and it'll divide by 3. Blue celeste, sky blue. Exactly. Interesting. Said to represent the following, the sapphire. Okay, enough. Okay, so this is too cool. So now we're coming back in here. And I wanted to knit together the word azure with the word blue just as a final gem here. Azure, blue. Now we're back in English land. There it is, 111 perfectly. Good night. In a number of letters and strokes that divide by 3. kings no less, 9 and 24. Perfect. Azure blue equals 111. You will find this written on pencil crayon names bearing this color. Azure blue, bookended with A plus E. You can talk about the azure blue, or you can talk about an azure blue. That'll bump it even higher. So the azure blue now makes 144 perfectly. In 12 letters no less. 12 times 12 and 12 letters. Gorgeous patterns in there for the number 3. And you can talk about an azure blue. This is the color of the sky, you know, which is in turn very much the color of the ocean, which is why we're spending sufficient time on this azure. So when your child asks you, Dad, why is the sky blue? You're supposed to say, well, it's actually azure. And you take them deep into the history of the word, and you solve the mathematical glories of it for the number 3, and you say it's all for the glory of the Trinity, mathematically. Okay. And then you can talk about the fact that it's, you know, you can talk about blue light. You know, blue light in 9 letters divides by 3. And that's 96 no less, and the number of letters and strokes is divided by 3. So you take your children deep, as you should. Don't be what we would call the average modern man. No, 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 no. You want to feed your children properly. Okay? Perfect. So that's so cool that heraldry, it's blue, it comes from azure, it comes from the name of the mineral. So what else did we have open here? Wow. Try putting that one around your neck, honey. Okay, azurite. So, produced by weathering of copper ore. Remember, copper ore divides by 3. Name it. Perfect cube of the 3rd prime. After the type locality, and you can solve where it came from, the name of the place, and the Greek name. There it is. There's a gem from Greek, pure 3. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 6 letters, 12 strokes. What does it mean? It means deep blue. That is the root of the English word cyan. Oh man, we're just scooping up more gold here, see? So if you're not satisfied with what cyan is mathematically, it's because you're not going deep enough. Oh shoot, I grabbed the transliteration. Well, God is sovereign even over that. There, see, the Greek divides by 3 and 6 letters. Just like the transliteration. And you can, let's see here. There, first 2 letters divided by 3. Yeah, next 2 letters divided by 3. And it finishes with the famous os, which is, of course, the symphony of 3. Oh, praise God. So that means deep blue. Kuanos. Kuanos. The root of the word cyan, and the Latin name ceruleum. Wow, that equals 99 in 9 letters. And the number of strokes is the 9th prime. So we just scooped up a ton of gems on the color cyan and this blue for the number 3. The blue of azurite. I would not be surprised. Azurite is 100 perfectly, which glorifies the number 3. When you speak 100 in text, it divides by 3. It's the first 3-digit number in 3 strokes. It glorifies the number 3. Is exceptionally deep and clear, I'll say. As it tended to be... never forget that mineral is equaling 72. Like, there's been so many 72s in this whole story. Like, where did we start with this? Oh, yeah, first recorded. And then, yeah, mineral is, you know, 72 as well, and on and on and on. Don't you love how beautiful Wikipedia is? Well, why is that? Well, because Wikipedia divides by 3. There, Wikipedia equals truth. In a number of letters and strokes that divide by 3, bookended with W plus A, which is 24,888. Now you know why they're enlarged. So God is sovereign over world history. We've just solved all of Wikipedia. The English version, you can just solve everything, you know. There, Wikipedia equals truth to the glory of the Triune God. That's why it's basically my favorite website. Okay. Stone of azure. Well, there you go. Even the English transliteration of lapis lazuli. Lapis means stone in Latin, and then lazuli is the location it came from. Azure is the color. Stone, basically, it's like blue stone. That's basically what this is saying. Deep blue, gorgeous royal blue. Lapis is stone. This has basically come to now mean the color. So it's deep blue stone, lapis lazuli. And the transliteration, stone of azure, in 3 words, screams out the number 3. I mean, this is better language than Lord of the Rings, my friends. The stone of azure, you could say, then bumps it higher. That's 198, double 9 in 15 letters, you know. The stone of azure. Beautiful. Now look, you can solve the chemical formula. Now you're going really deep, because now this is pure numbers here. Pure numbers. Copper, you can get into the numbers here. Like carbon is, of course, 6 atoms. Oxygen is 8. This cluster right here divides by 3, 24, plus another 3 is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. Multiply that by 2, that equals love. This whole section equals love, 54. Okay? This is obvious. OH, the famous OH of alcohol, is 1 for the H. O is 8. That's 9. So every alcohol, OH, is 9, which is 3 times 3 for the glory of the Trinity. So you got 9, and you double that, so that's 18. So this is already 72, triple of triple eights. And then copper, you've got 3 of them. I forget what the atomic number for copper is. I'm going to memorize it right now. Well, you've got 3 of them, so no matter what it is, it divides by 3. So this whole formula for this famous blue rock, which is now the most famous color of blue in world history, copper. Talk to me. Copper is number 29. Okay? So we have, where were we? So 29 times 3 is 87, which equals truth. So this first section equals truth, okay? This first section equals truth. This section here equals love. And this section here is 9 plus 9, which just catapults on top of love. So you've got truth plus love sitting right next to each other. Those are basically my 2 favorite words to combine together. And beauty is also in there. Truth and beauty simultaneously coming into your vision is basically a stunning combination. So now if we add 18 to that, so you got 72 plus 87, the grand total of the number of this formula is 159, which is 3 times the 16th prime, a triple of double eights to the glory of Jesus equals 8 at 8. There you go. And look at all the C's in there. You know, look at all the letters that divide by 3. Every letter in your eyes divides by 3 except for the H, which is 8 for the glory of Jesus equals 8 at 8. It's always artistically perfect for the glory of the King. So there you go. We've just solved this one mineral in the story of God to our satisfaction. And it is the most stunning blue you've ever laid your eyes on. I mean, you want this thing around your neck now, don't you? You're going to want this thing for a wedding ring rather than a diamond. No, word equals diamond. Diamond is still the king, in my opinion, because it's clear. It's the color of purity. But let's just reward ourselves with a little bit of the visual beauty of this. Cool. No better artwork on earth. Wonderful. Wow. It's almost hard to believe. It's natural. Of course it's natural. Everything is ultimately, you know, every color of every... Man, you just like, okay, I want one of these things on my desk. Well, it's on our desk right now. Look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Bracelet divides by 3. Necklace divides by 3. Ring divides by 3. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay. And so cool. See now see, this is cool. Now it really hits it home to you that azure is like the king of blues, because God has ordained heraldry to be the official the language of royalty. The color the name that refers to blue in heraldry is azure, which comes from this exact rock. This exact stone, which is now referred to as the color of the sky and the color of the ocean in turn. No greater mass of blue on planet Earth than that. We've just proven mathematically that this exact mineral is basically the king for the color blue, and history testifies. This was reserved for the clothing of the central figure in all the most important paintings of the Renaissance, including the clothing of the Virgin Mary. It was the finest. Ultramarine is the name of it. It's called ultramarine is the color to this day. Ultra and marine both divide by 3. 6 days of creation pattern yielding 3 teams of 3s. Well, the hopscotch effect. Both words ultra and marine divide by 3. Ultra equals 72. Add that to the whole party of 72s we've been talking about. You know, just enough. You know, ultramarine, lapis lazuli. They differ by 6 points. When you put them together, you get the famous 270. The same value as north plus south plus east plus west. We've just basically proven mathematically that this is the coolest color of blue there is. Ultramarine. To my satisfaction, The finest and most expensive of all medium blue pigments. Medium blue means it's basically hopping right around true blue, like central blue. Pigment equals color. I'm curious. I'm always curious. Yeah, even medium blue divides by 3. So a medium blue pigment, wow, is a 7-fold set of 3 times 3 times 3 bookends and chain links every step of the way. Medium knits together with blue, blue knits together with pigment, and then pigment, the final T, knits back together with the M for medium. So a medium blue pigment is just screaming out the number 3. That's basically the driving down the center of the street for the color blue. And it has a name, it's called ultramarine. Go out and get something ultramarine today. Get a t-shirt, get a car, get something that's colored ultramarine, get a coin, get something. Get out there, go to your local artist shop and say, I need an ultramarine paint bottle to the glory of the Trinity. I need some ultramarine in my life. Plaster it. Paint your house ultramarine. It's time we got away from these boring colors. You know, even this room is a boring builder's beige. I need ultramarine. It's a medium blue, which divides by 3. In fact, that's a triple of 99s. No, I just grabbed a few other words in there. Okay. There you go. I'm in love with ultramarine, aren't you? Glory to God divides by 3. Lapis lazuli. Say that right now. You'll get happy. Lapis lazuli. And you can find love, 54 in that. It's just too easy. You can find love plus another 30 points. So extract 30 and then find the 2 loves equal 54 in lapis lazuli. For example, A plus Z is 27. That's 1. And you got all these L's and all these I's. Man, it's just crazy. It's easy to extract 30. That's the final 2 letters. So, excuse me, U plus I, 30. SAP is 36. So that requires you to get another 18 points. Well, that's easy because you get to put 2 I's together. For that, I've already found 1 love. Okay, so sap plus the 2 I's is 1 love, and then put the 2 L's together, with, or no, you can put 3 L's together. I'm starting to just like head swim here. SAP. So I put this together plus another I. And then what else? We want to find another love by extracting a final 30. Okay, so that's not quite possible the way that I did it, but I'm sure you can find it. A little bit of effort, you'll find it. Okay. Man. This is a lie. There is no such thing as the 7th millennium BC. I'm fixing your brain, okay? Read the Walt Brown's book in the beginning. The Earth is just over 6,000 years. I can get you the exact year with the proper digging into my documents, but this is a lie. There is no such thing as the 7th millennium BC. Unless you're hanging out with the angels and God alone, which you obviously weren't. Okay. Wow, it was used for the eyebrows on the funeral mask of King Tutankhamun. Well, that was a big gem we were getting the other day because Tutankhamun is 144 and King Tut divides by 3 and we solved all that for the number 3. That's cool. It was used for the eyebrows. That's big. And this is where it was, and in powder is pure 3s. Pigment. Oh yeah, pigment. Pigment equals color, which is 84. Look at all these terms that are hanging around in that 80 zone. We had 87s equal truth, and we have pigment, you know. The finest and most expensive. Don't you just love that word? Finest, most expensive. I'm curious. I'm always curious. Most expensive divides by 3, as it should. And then the most expensive. So now you say the finest and most expensive. Anyways, okay, whatever. Wow. Ultramarine. All of this harvest came from me going through the dictionary and I hit upon the word ultramarine. And then I got a glimpse of the root. It said lapis lazuli and I knew I had to dig in. A brilliant blue pigment, originally obtained. See that? Whenever you see this, zero in here, because now you're getting satisfaction because you're going deeper. You're going to the root. As originally retained from lapis lazuli. Wow. The color of this. Ultramarine. That is like my new favorite word for blue. Wow, azure. An azure sky.